What up, y'all? So I just recently traveled to Minnesota with my baby boy. He's 16 months, and I am making this video to show you all the things that I have in my backpack that I carried on the airplane. So I have just a school backpack. It looks huge, but it's not. I have a school backpack that I got from Target that I've been using, and these are the things that I have in my backpack. So to start out with, of course, you need your wipes, and then make sure you have all your disinfect wipes to clean the seats at the airport, or in the airplane, excuse me. And then we'll start with the inside. So when you get through security, they will run these items. Well, the food pouch, you gotta have this for the baby. When I went to security, TSA did not open this. But for the milk, they said they had to open it because it's not in a clear pouch or a clear package. So they have to test it. So I had a bottle. So what I did was I opened it and they tested it. They just put like this little strip right above it to make sure there wasn't any fumes or anything like that. And then I poured it into his sippy cup. And that was it. And I threw this away. And I put this on the side of my backpack. So that's just TSA. That was the only thing I had to deal with for security. Other things in my backpack. I had a blankie. I had a stuffed animal. It makes a big difference to have these things because it's, you know, it's their security blanket, their security stuffed animal. And then I also brought one toy. People can bring books or something like that. I found that these stacking cubs kept him very occupied. And this was good enough for him, whether we were waiting at the airport or in the airplane or at the hotel. Like, this was really great. Wow. Another thing that I brought was for the airplane. We took a late flight, and for some reason they did not turn off the overhead light, so it was super bright. It was baby's bedtime, and I ended up using this. It was actually a swaddle. I ended up using this, covering me and baby up like this, creating kind of like a cover, like a room, so that he could actually fall asleep. I would suggest a darker blanket. And here is a picture to show you what how I use this. And eventually the baby fell asleep when I did that. Other things that are in my backpack. Well, this is a smaller nurse bag. If you watch any of my other videos, I have a larger one that I did pack in the suitcase. But as far as the carry-on, this is a smaller nurse bag. In this nurse bag, I have a thermometer, my EpiPen, nose sectioner, the Frida nose sectioner, and the nasal saline. I have Tylenol, Motrin, and I have Benadryl. So I talked to my pediatrician ahead of time on what can I do to help relieve the pressure going on an airplane. So consult your pediatrician for that if you need to give your baby any medicine. And then in here, I prepared a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I made ahead of time, and I put it in my nurse bag because it's just a good spot to have it in. And if the baby ever got hungry, I was able to give him that, or I gave him the food pouch, one of these. Then goes to my next container. This container is just snacks. Then I have the Nutri-Grain. So I got a bunch of this from the hotel also. So I stocked that up in there. And it's good to have just like extra Ziploc bags because you never know if the baby will make a mess on their bibs, if you need to throw this away, if the bottle, the sippy cup bottle ends up leaking. So extra Ziploc bags. When I finally get through, security, I go in, I buy water for the baby. And I will put it in an actual bottle with a sippy cup in it and with a sippy nipple on it. This is just a lot easier to handle versus having the sippy cup and things like that. It's just thinner and slim, and I'm able to put it in the front part of my backpack. Other things that I have is, I have like a little body vest for the baby that you can put on the leash so that the baby can run around a little bit. Bring what you guys normally use at home or when you're out and about or you go to the grocery store. For example, my husband uses this shoulder backpack thing where he puts the baby on his shoulder. I'm going to show you a video or show you a picture right now. We didn't bring it and we wish we had brought it, but this is super handy. So if your baby is used to something like a body carrier or anything, a certain type of stroller, make sure you bring that. So I brought this. We used it sometimes. I have a spare clothes in here. This is a spare clothes for the baby and a spare clothes for me too. And then this is his diaper supplies where I have his diapers, and then here's the ointment for his bum if he needs it. And I always use these little blue pads, especially for poopy diapers. I will put the poopy diaper in here, roll it up, and then put the dirty diaper in the Ziploc bag so that nothing smells. Another important thing that I brought on the airplane was an iPad. I have YouTube Premium, and I've already downloaded my baby's favorite YouTube videos and things like that, so he was able to watch it on the airplane, and so he was distracted. So I bought this strap thing, right? You can adjust the strap, and what I did was I put this over the seat of the like through this headrest of the seats in front of me, and was able to hang the iPad on that. And I'll show you a video on it right now, or I'll show you like a picture of it. You can also use like this long strap thing that's a buckle. That way you can adjust it as you need to. And here's a picture. I brought a neck pillow, and I didn't use this for myself. I used it to rest my arm on it as I hold the baby. I highly suggest bringing a pillow, like a foam pillow that's pretty firm, because this is just not enough to kind of support you, because when the baby's sleeping, your arms get tired and gets droopy, and you're also trying to rest too. So we're able to use this to kind of help offer some support, but definitely a pillow would be a lot better. We got lucky because there was a seat empty between me and my husband, so we had the whole world to ourselves. You can actually lay the baby down also if you need to get up, go to the bathroom, or anything like that. So before we boarded the airplane, what I did was I went ahead and gave my baby boy medicine that my pediatrician told me that I could give him. And I gave that about an hour before the flight took off. And remember, I already have this milk poured into his sippy cup. So when the plane takes off, the pilot would say, ready for takeoff. When we start speeding up, I gave my baby milk so that he could suck on something to help relieve the pressure. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope this video helps make your trip smoother. And these are just some of the things that worked the best for my baby. Every baby's different. You may need to bring more stuff or less stuff than what I have brought. So I will be making a video of all the extra things that I packed in my suitcase for the baby.